going to try to do two roots type albums each week, and relatively recent stuff, like a couple weeks old maybe, or even just out last Friday. But I thought, in the interest of getting the podcast rolling, Quay podcast, and because I've got a long back catalog now of stuff that I've liked but haven't podcasted, I thought I would do another episode right now about a couple albums I really loved last year. They're in my top 10 for Splice Today, the excellent website at Splice Today. My top 10 country albums for 2023. Wild and Precious Life by Duane Betts, and She's an Angel by DeLisle. I just ended up the year kind of listening to those two albums maybe more heavily than any others. And, you know, even though I included them in my top 10, I hadn't really written about them previously, and I just wanted to enthuse about them a little more. So, Duane Betts. If you're of a certain age, boy, that name really rings some bells. Yes, this is Richard Dickie Betts. His son, Duane. Dickie Betts being the Allman Brothers' great guitar player. Duane Betts being his son, named after Duane Allman, the other great guitar player in the Allman Brothers band, the slide player. Duane seems to play both slide and very much in his father's mode. He looks like his dad, and he sounds like his dad. Now, that might be annoying. It's not in this case. Like, I just found this album really charming and wonderful and original enough, you know what I mean? Original enough that, or what people mean by Southern rock, I don't know. It's a long, complex story. Originally, I'm going to say it's the Allman Brothers sound is Southern rock. And then, of course, you have all kinds of different blooms. You know, Marshall Tucker, 38 Special. Maybe Atlanta Rhythm Section is an interesting case. Or Lynyrd Skynyrd. Okay, I guess you can't say Lynyrd Skynyrd isn't Southern rock. Maybe Allman Brothers and Lynyrd Skynyrd are the paradigm cases, all right? A lot of that material is pretty mediocre to begin with, though not the early Allman Brothers albums, for God's sakes. Or the early Lynyrd Skynyrd albums, which are really great, actually, great rock albums. Marshall Tucker was more of a mixed bag, and 38 Special, etc. Right, but now when people talk about Southern rock, all they seem to mean these days is like a country artist is doing some 12-bar rock and roll style stuff or something. But the original Southern rock, as played, I guess like the great album I would think of here is, the one that sounds most like this Duane Betts album, is Brothers and Sisters by the Allman Brothers. What a great classic, okay. Lord, I Was Born a Rambling Man. I mean, just go back and listen to that. It will always stand up well. Brothers and Sisters, after the loss of Duane Allman. 73. I saw them right around in there with the Grateful Dead at RFK Stadium in D.C. What a great show. What a mess, though. But it seemed like everyone was getting arrested. It was all fucked up. Anyway. My memories are vague. Now, Duane, though, boy, he's a young guitar slinger. Like I say, I mean, in a way, like you want to go, oh, Nepo baby, you know, don't sound just like your daddy. But after you listen to this album, you go like, oh, fuck, I remember Southern rock. That shit was fucking great, all right? No one did it like they did it then. This stuff has a lilt to it and a precision. All kinds of rootedness in the blues and country traditions. And it just comes through effortlessly as if, you know, the time has folded when you listen to this Duane Betts album. So let's try a couple cuts off it maybe. I mean, again, my sound system isn't exactly going to be impressive here. And now I'm not finding it, but we will do it. Let's try this one just to get the sound. I think it's got a beautiful little riff. Like I found, I played this song Colors Fade a couple of times, and I found it just running through my head over and over again, or just thinking about it as I woke up in the morning and shit, a little bit. Same thing used to happen with Dickie's riffs in '75. I like the vocals too. They have a reference to Greg Allman in them, and he's not trying too hard, right? He's not like Roy Orbison or whatever. He's not operatically, but he's really solid Southern rock singer, man. Maybe he's been playing with the Tedeschi Trucks band and shit, recording at their studio at least. All right, I guess one more example here. This one's called Forest Lane. Forrest. Forest Lane. Pretty sweet, huh? Pretty traditional, and yet quite fresh sounding too, I think, Well, should I give you one more? How about Circles in the Stars, real quick? Boy, it sounds like the 70s too. And not fakey. So I'm not sure how that happened, but here it is.
You might find me in a hotel lobby, waiting to take your heart. You might find me in all my glory, just trying to find a little spark. We might make it all the way, don't have to go too far. Out in a hollow desert, just you and me, drawing circles in the stars. Drawing circles in the stars. Drawing circles in the stars. Not long ago, I was told you don't need much to get by. With a sweet love, I have much more than all the silver and gold you can find. Now we're lying here in the sand, sunset by the tiki bar. And maybe later tonight we'll find ourselves drawing circles in the stars. Drawing circles in the stars. Drawing circles in the stars. Circles in the stars.
And then it kicks in from there, actually, in a good way. Man, that's sweet. And I just found myself playing it over and over again over the last couple months. After I kind of discovered it late, after it was released in last summer, 23. All right, let's talk about really one of my favorite records last year. DeLisle, She's an Angel. I'd never heard of her. Have you heard of her? Well, we should have. And perhaps now we will. All right, she's, for one thing that's characteristic about this album is a lot of it's really funny. I mean, in some ways it's a comedy album. Like Ray Price back in the day or whatever. Ray Price? But the comedy songs are really great too. I love a lot of them. Like this one, which is called The Dog. And it's a duet with Ray Benson. Really one of my heroes, man. Both as a singer and a guitar player and a band leader of Asleep at the Wheel in Texas for all these years. And what a wonderful singer. He's done some great duets in his time, too, with different people, including within the band, Asleep at the Wheel. But you got to get the concept of this song, which is that this couple would break up, except neither of them can leave their dog. This could have been Conway and Loretta. I don't think it was, though. Or, you know what I mean? All right.
When I say I'll be leaving, you best be believing. I swear this is really the end. As I pack my belongings, you know I'll be longing for kisses from woman's best friend. I'm tired of begging for scraps while you sit there and sneer like a bum on a log. Cry in the driveway, but don't hit the highway, 'cause dang it, I can't leave the dog. I can't
sick of your whining and whining and dining, you hoping you'll throw me a bone. I'm happier letting my friends on the TV watch me eat McRibs and get stoned. I dream about going somewhere you're not known and living life high on the hog. But I dry my tears with that brown fluffy ears and think, dang it, I can't leave the dog. We can't leave the dog. Such a pitiful tale. We're serving our time here in dog years, chained up in jail. Ain't it more like a pound?
Hush, you dirty old hound.
That's pretty funny, and it's pretty good. And one thing about her is, Great DeLisle, she's a kick-ass country singer, man, and she can hit a lot of different modes, too. She sounds quite like Dolly, I'm sure intentionally on a number of songs. I should have had notes here. And then like Loretta or Patsy or something, pretty quietly. I'm not ostentatiously, but I just think she's really a good singer, and I like the way this whole thing is produced too. Real loose, actually, not quite finished. You know, unlike most of these Nashville things and stuff like this, which are, even if it's roots music is done too slickly, like this is just as much as it needs to be like really good traditional country with really strong songs. I think. Like, how about this one? The eternal relation between a woman and her guitar player.
You know you're my favorite guitar player, and I know I've been stringing you along, but you can't write my name into the chorus of every she done the wrong love song. Quit picking on me, quit picking on me. I'm as sorry as I'll ever be. I don't like your middle finger when you change from C to D, and I don't like your picking when you're picking on me. You know you're the world's greatest musician, and I know that I really struck a chord when you write your next great composition. I reserve the right to be ignored.
There's a great video of her doing that, kind of acoustic with her guitar player, who's great, or a guitar player, who I'm thinking maybe her boyfriend or whatever too, or her husband or something. I'm kind of hoping she wrote this topically about a specific person or whatever. It is the eternal problem when someone's singing their done me wrong love song about you, but fortunately you're yourself a country singer. So I don't know what can happen for Great DeLisle's career. It should blossom though, or at least I want more records. That's for dang sure, because this one, She's an Angel, is great, and it doesn't only hit the funny stuff. She can do beautiful stuff too. And I would like to hear more of that as well. But these are dynamite fun songs. Well, okay, Crisper Roots. Crispy Roots? Crisper Roots, number 2. Same day, what is this? January 6th, 2024.